Hi and welcome to the Game of Life once again. And today we have a very special guest, a man who speaks with a fist. He has a very popular name, the name that's known countrywide and even, you could say, worldwide, because he was a superstar not just in Uganda, but outside of Uganda, the former Bombers captain. But we are now speaking to the son who is carrying on the name and the legacy. In the studio of the Game of Life, we are joined by the one and only 21 years old, super welterweight champion of Uganda, and carrying on the legacy of the dad, Isaac Zebra Jr. Ssenyange. Welcome to the Game of Life.
It's nice to be here. I think I'm like the third guest, is it?
No, you're 21.
No, I'm the third guest on the Game of Life.
I don't know. I've not been counting. Maybe you're seeing the ones that we are releasing. But we have quite a number. But it's good that you're following. And we are glad that you're
I'm a
here.
fan. I think this is one of the things that like bring back the sports to the people. And you see, when the fans get to know and they get to see and hear an insight on the lives of the athletes, they get to like connect with us on a deeper scale. So it's lovely what you're doing here.
We are glad to have you, Isaac.
Yeah.
Do you know the language?
I know the language, obviously, but
you stop at that.
Some nitty-gritties of the movie, the Ghana Mukasini.
Okay. Isaac, what should we go with? Isaac, Zebra? Do we need to put Junior in between?
No, actually it's Zebra.
We just go with Zebra.
Yes, Zebra.
That's it.
Because like I tell some people, no one knows who Madivani is.
It's Madivani.
Yeah, the first guy is long gone, but we all know Madivani.
But he lives.
Yeah, he lives on. So it's the legacy that counts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I've been looking forward to hosting you. You are telling me you've been counting, but I've been looking forward to hosting you. One, because you are our first, should say youngest guest so far on the show. Youngest. You just made 21, and also the last major event you went to, you were the youngest, and that's the Birmingham Commonwealth.
No, that was actually my first. The last I went to
the World Championships.
were the Olympic qualifiers. In Senegal. Yeah.
Okay, so that name, Zebra.
Yeah.
Do you understand how heavy it is?
Not understanding. I just feel how heavy it is, because it comes with a lot of trying to prove, and a lot of judgment, a lot of it's a lot of things. It's a lot of like mixed things, and a lot of blame, and a lot of you're gonna do this and spoil whatever. But I just follow my instinct, and also I believe that the God's plan is just you cannot change it. So you just try to like roll with the punches like we do in the ring.
Okay, let's go to where that name actually starts, because you're carrying it on, but it has somewhere it starts, and that's Bwaise, a suburb of Kampala.
Yeah,
that's where you were born, and you found that name there.
Yeah. Just
tell me, what do you remember about Bwaise?
For all the years, Bwaise has been it has been very, 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 very challenging. And fun as well. But I love that. I love the fact that the people are very. It's like it's a community. Like if you find different people, I would say you find different people. You'll find the scholars. You'll find the working class, and you'll find obviously the people who are not doing very well in life. Yeah, but it's just interesting, like seeing. When you're there, you get to see like all the stages of our society. So it actually pushes you to like getting to where you want to be in life. So because you're witnessing it like.
Am I right if I said Bwaise is a place for survival of the fittest?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It is. Like as a kid, you'll see the guy who's like addicted to like drugs. You
Because
see
this is a
guy,
ghetto, right?
Yeah, you see the guy that's actually trying to like make it in life, and you see the guy who's made it. So you it's basically upon you to like choose. And these are some of the words that my dad used to tell me, that if you do some things that will lead you to this path. And he used to show me, oh, you see that guy, he was maybe a good boxer, or maybe someone who's like good, but because of his wrong choices in life, it ended up being like this. It's not that you can be born poor, but like dying poor is actually your decision. Because maybe sometimes God, like the world can be tricky like that, but you need to work hard towards like making an impact and
You just
changing
said
your life.
being born, I mean, that's not on you. But
Yeah.
rather, being born poor is not on you. But
It's not on
dying
you.
poor is on you.
It's on you, yeah, 100%.
Okay. So, boxing.
Yeah.
You start, and of all sports, you choose boxing. When did you first realize that boxing is a sport? Or
Actually,
even a game?
I didn't choose boxing.
It chose you.
I feel like it chose me because
Okay.
I was in the ring at 3 weeks.
3 weeks of what? Being
3
born.
weeks of being born. Because my dad had just come back from the UK, and there was a tournament. I think it was a pre-Olympic tournament, and he when he won, he raised me up as like when he had won. So like growing up at the gym in Zebra Boxing Club, I even don't remember like anyone taking me through the steps of like starting boxing, because I just used to watch and just absorb the information. And before you know it, at around 6-7 years old, I started like shadow boxing with the people, because I was there on a daily basis. So I started shadow boxing, and before you know it, they're holding pads for me, and
So,
yeah.
so take us there. Like in the household,
Yeah.
you woke up and dad was boxing. Everyone is boxing at home. Like, where's the difference? Where's home and where's boxing?
Yeah, so basically, that's what I'm saying. So basically, when my dad went back to the UK, my mom was basically running the gym.
Oh, mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's the national ladies boxing coach. So yeah, she was basically running the gym, and my uncle was a boxer still. And all of the people I knew around me were basically into
Which
boxing.
uncle is that?
My uncle Tribe Mayanja.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was still boxing by then. So everyone I knew, everything I knew about life was basically boxing. So I knew what a jab was at a very young age. I knew what like a punching bag was, all this stuff. So I just grew into the sport. I didn't choose it.
You know, Zebra, I grew up loving boxing, but from a distance. I didn't want to be part. So in your case, you grew up knowing boxing as a game or a fight?
It's actually a game to me. I've never seen it as a fight.
Okay, so it's a game.
Even right now, I never seen it as a fight, because I know what it takes for you to be in there. Because if you take it as a fight, then you lose control of your emotions, and you lose control of your head as well. Because when you don't in control of your emotions, you cannot strategize. So I keep my emotions like level, and I try to like follow the plan.
So there was never a point where you feared to be hit growing up?
Because like I told you, I started like shadow boxing at 7, and I started like sparring and like actively fighting at around 8-9 years old. So yeah.
And mom, you when you started understanding, also mom was a boxer?
No, she wasn't a boxer, she was a coach already.
A coach.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll get to mom later.
Yeah.
Your siblings, are you the only one? Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have siblings. I have 3 little sisters. I'm the first one. 2 of them are actually candidates this year.
Candidates which class?
One's in S6,
Senior 6.
Dovina Zebra, and Divine Zebra is in P7.
Okay.
Yeah, and the youngest is Isabella Zebra.
Who of them is in the US?
Isabella.
Isabella, the young one.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. Growing up with them, girls, are they also boxing?
Now, Dovina is actually, we're trying to like, we don't want to be a boxing family. We want to be a sportive family.
Okay.
So they obviously know boxing, and they can train, and they can box, and they even do sparring. But Dovina is part of an academy for archery, and she's actually on the national youth team for archery. Yeah, and Divine has been doing a bit of badminton, but we are witnessing that she's getting too tall, and we might join her in for basketball. Yeah.
Talking basketball.
Yeah.
You nearly played basketball. What happened?
I did it in school, but I realized that I actually found love for volleyball.
Okay.
Instead, while like doing the basketball thing. Yeah, and I ended up doing a bit of volleyball in school. I think it just kept me active while in school, and then every time I went back home, obviously, my dad used to make me train like 2-3 times a day for boxing.
Mom wanted you to play basketball, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Why did you defy her?
I didn't defy, just, how do you call it? It was also the schools I went to. Some of them didn't have basketball. So
which schools are those?
I went to Outspan, from Outspan College. That was in Kayunga, between S1 and S4. And then came back to Kampala at Emmanuel College, and then went to Dynamic SS in Namugongo, where there's mostly football and netball, I think. So I didn't have enough time to like get into basketball training. Yeah.
And primary, I mean, because you started playing the game of boxing from home. So when you went to school, how was it like?
Actually, when I always trained boxing when I was at home for holidays.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at school, didn't you like
at
feel
school,
like you were in charge? People,
I was feeling like that, but because I went into the game like very early, like the discipline came with it. I knew that what I knew, all the skills I had would put a lot of harm or a lot of like damage onto someone. So I knew how to control myself like that, and I rarely had. I was stubborn. I won't lie, but I didn't fall into like a lot of fighting scenarios with anyone.
Zebra, let's face it. The name Zebra and your home. Remember, we got a chance to visit with my colleagues.
Yeah.
And as we were driving to your home, almost everyone in Bwaise around that area knew we were coming to your home. Like your home is the real deal around there.
Yeah.
But also it's a home an area known for crime.
Yeah.
But
it was.
Yeah. We'll get to how you helped address that.
Yeah.
How do they? Because I'm told that the criminals at the time would not come to yours because they knew there was Zebra.
Yeah, obviously, you're looking for trouble.
Okay, let's get to. I love your relationship with Mom.
Yeah.
We all have mothers, and as boys, we love our mothers. We love our fathers too, but we love our mothers.
Yeah.
This is Mom, but she's also a coach.
Yeah.
What's the relationship like?
It's actually I won't say it's like anything, because that's how it's always been. Even with my dad, that's what it always was, and it's just that I get to like understand that now. It's like training mode. So
you disconnect from Mom to coach and boxing.
It's one and the same thing for me. It's always been like that with my parents, because both of them have always pushed me for this, and I don't understand the difference. Yeah, I wouldn't lie to you and say that, oh, now I know that we've switched on anything. It's just one and the same.
And how does she act or behave towards you? Because she's your mom. So when it comes to... She's
always like super strict, whatever I'm doing, be it boxing, studying, everything. So she's just the same thing. I think for us, it's always been the same thing. Yeah.
Her, because I remember the last time I spoke to her, she was talking about when it comes to work, it's work. If you promised, or if you told her that you're going out running at 6 a.m., trust me, she's getting you out of bed.
Yeah, she is. And actually, she's a little less assertive. My dad used to basically pour water on the bed.
At what time?
Yeah. At any time he feels like, because he was like, He knocks on the door and you want whatever, and then he finds a way of like pouring water somewhere, or maybe he wakes you up with the water and splash in your face. So it's like it's always been like that with us. And yeah, when it's work time, because when I enter into the ring, you know it's very dangerous out there, and you can get like life-changing damage, and you can also even lose your life at the worst of it. So you need to like do everything that you can to like prepare yourself or prepare myself that I'm ready to actually put on the best that I can, and also to make sure that my defenses are like as best as I can be.
I've seen your mom ringside when you're fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, how does she handle this?
So one time during the so we won the same team for the Senegal, my last tournament with the national team.
Yes.
We won the same team, and she was the assistant because we went with Coach Lawrence Kalyango. He was the head of the delegation. And this South African guy, I won, but this South African guy hit me with the right hand.
Where?
And my mom screamed. Yeah, no, I think it was on the jaw. I don't remember.
On the jaw, you know something.
But all I remember is, when the punch hit me, I had her screaming, or something.
And
I think she felt like
she felt the punch.
Like maybe it was enough to like drop me, and I had her screaming. And after the fight, after me winning and everything, I was like, hey, I had your voice going through and everything. And even the whole team, the old boys were telling me like, yo, mommy should like stop being on your corner because one day she'll get a heart attack or something. But yeah.
When she screamed, what went through?
I think it kind of woke me up because it was a very close fight. This guy was actually very good because before in the Commonwealth Games he got a bronze medal, and now a year later we were competing for now the Olympic sport. Now he came in with vast experience. He was the captain for the South African team.
Which year is this?
2023.
2023.
He was the captain for the South African team, and he like we had been like moving together on 2 different tournaments. So he was like sure that he will beat me. So I think also the scream helped me maybe wake up a little bit and changing a little bit of things so that I can like win the fight.
After that match, you telling her that you had her scream.
Yeah.
What was the conversation between you and her?
We just laughed it out. We just laughed it out because it's like, for me, boxing, like I told you, it's not a fight for me. So I'm just out there like enjoying my time.
What is your routine like with mom before, let's say you're fighting tomorrow?
Yeah.
Between now and tomorrow when you walk into the ring, what's life like?
So basically, I just do my thing. Like I told you, I just do my thing. So after like weighing, because weighing is the day before. So after weighing, obviously I get some like good food, like to like regain my some of the lost weight.
Yeah.
And then it's basically resting. She just emphasizes that I get enough rest and eat proper, obviously, because you can also eat some junk food that will also damage you and like damage your like your work rate. So in the ring and basically that.
Does she?
But heading to the fight, she just tells me to like do my thing, calm down, and do my thing, and concentrate. Yeah.
What's your routine like? I know
before the fight.
Yeah, before the fight.
I wouldn't say I have anything special. I just maybe lay down. Like basically, what I do is most times after weigh-in, I go for a swim.
Okay.
I go for a swim. I feel like it relaxes me. Yeah. And the next day, I first thing in the morning make sure that my bag is packed with everything that I need, the mouth guard, the groin guard, and everything. And then now it's time to like chill. And most times if my little sisters are around, maybe we have like watch a movie or something.
You disconnect.
So I
like
disconnect from
fight.
Everything about the fight. So basically just enjoying my time. And then when it's time to go, I actually first sleep. I get a nap of like 30 minutes and then head onto the arena or wherever. And then, yeah.
How much do you research your opponents?
Very much, because I want to know how tall they are, what kind of, are they right-handed, are they left-handed, what kind of system do they play, are they fighters, are they boxers, are they brawlers? So it's a lot of things to it. So I make sure that I know everything about them. I know what their heart is like. Are they like, you know, like there's fighters that you know that will come to kill you, and there's fighters that you know that will come to box. So you need to know that, so that like you approach them in some kind of way that they're not comfortable with. You get me? So yeah.
And you watch all their videos?
Yeah, I watch all their videos. If I know someone who has fought them, I make sure that like I ask them a few questions maybe, and so that I know the full extent of what can be, because I don't want to get surprises in the middle of the ring. Yeah.
Okay. We've spoken a lot about Mom. We need now to transition to the man whose name still runs through you, through Mom, through Zebra Boxing Club, and something else that you're starting that we'll talk about later. What are the immediate recollections you have of that?
Immediate recollections would be, say, it was tough.
Tough.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough as a dad. It was tough. But I, after some years, I think after 2 years, started understanding why his toughness was the way it was, because most of the things he was tough about, right now I realize that this was because of this. He needed to be tough so that I can get this kind of skill. It's like when I was going to university for my diploma in sports science, I actually didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it because I was actually already enrolled with. So I did it in Chambogo University.
Diploma in sports
but
science.
I was already enrolled at Ndeje for a bachelor in IT.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was enrolled in Ndeje for a bachelor in IT, but I think a friend of his told him about this, and was like, you know what? You need to do this because you are already in sport, so it's easier for you to transition into maybe administration or something. And then for me, because I was adolescent and everything, I was like, I want to do IT, blah, 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 all these guys. So I was like, and I was already in classes now. I was already doing classes, and I had already submitted in some of my courseworks at Ndeje, and it was fun for me because I was a DJ by then as well. So yeah, I was working out with my laptop. So I was a DJ and doing IT.
You were playing at clubs?
Yeah, I was at a very young age. I was, and but not like these clubs.
Just for fun?
Restaurants and on some TV as well. Okay. But yeah, so I felt like I needed to do IT. Yeah, and then it tells me, nah, boss, you're doing this now. Yeah, and then
it was an order.
Yeah, and then I thought it was now okay. I was like, okay, let me go and check it out. So I go to check it out, and then I realized it's not even a bachelor's; it's a diploma.
Yeah,
and we ended up not talking for like 3 weeks because, like, I was pissed at him, and he was like, "Boss, I don't care what you're saying. This is what you're doing."
You were pissed because you wanted a degree.
Yeah, because
and he's taking you to a diploma.
Because when you make me like drop out of the bachelor's just to make me join a diploma, how does that make sense?
In sports science or?
No, it was the other one was in IT, and this is in sports science.
Sports science.
But little did I know that there was only a diploma in sports science in Uganda.
Yeah.
So later I get to know, and then they explain to me, and then he's like, "Yo, you need to watch yourself, man."
So the 3 weeks you are not talking to dad?
I wasn't. We weren't talking.
You're sleeping in the same house?
Yeah, we just see each other, and then everyone turns left.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was tough like that.
And how was Mom in those moments?
No, she was just like sometimes she just walked away from our drama because maybe me and him shared a lot of traits, even like socially. But I ended up understanding, and I didn't understand it even after doing the whole thing. But years later, when like I get into like conversations and I enter into offices, and I actually know what I'm talking about. And when mental health maybe for sportsmen comes up, and I know about psychomotor skills, what boxing does, what sports helps with health and everything, with your mental, with your everything, because I studied it in school as well. And I also have ideas about different sports, because they actually make you study about rugby and about football and about cricket. And I know all about these sports, and I have at least basic knowledge. So it helps me like gain a bit of advantage over these guys, and yeah, it just helps me a lot. So I just see it now that his toughness in a lot of ways, like, he's helping me right now in the in the world I'm living right now.
So no regrets for doing the
there's no regrets. There's no regrets basically, and I am just thankful that he was the way he was. His toughness was the way he was. Because it's just showing up right now. Yeah.
Apart from that, in terms of him going to play elsewhere and then come back with medals and all, at that time, did you know what was happening?
Yeah, I just knew that my dad was like a superstar.
And he was.
That's what I knew, because he was also like chilling with because we are from Kawempe, so he also grew up with people like Jose Chameleon and his family and his whole family. So we used to visit them when I was still young, and these are the guys you're seeing on TV, and Bobby Wine and everyone. So he was like that. So I knew that he's a celebrity and he's doing this, and we have a club, and I feel like I just knew that he was a superstar, and no one in Bwaise was just like taking flights every now and then and being in like newspapers and on TV and everything. So I just knew that, and I think it also helped me. It was easier for me like that to like, because me getting to the national team was like in like 6 months of starting to box, like actively box. In 6 months I was on the national team already. So I think it was easy for me because I grew up with someone who was already there, because I had that vast experience of seeing someone make it to that level. So it was that easy for me to like lock in and do it again.
And for our viewers, Isaac Zebra Ssenyange Senior, the dad of Zebra here, this was a superstar. When you talk the Chameleons and all, when you come to boxing, that was the guy.
Yeah. He still is the guy, actually. Yeah.
He's the guy. The captain of the Bombers, the national team, like forever.
Yeah.
Represented the country at all the biggest major tournaments in the world. And he had quite a following. Like, people followed him.
Yeah.
That they believed in him. So no wonder when he passed, the country almost shut in terms of boxing. It was quite a shock. This is in 2020, around
December 2020.
Yeah, December 2020, COVID year. Of course, it was a very tragic moment. Tragic moment where he was shot and killed by security operatives, which the president actually said on camera that he was taken out by the security operatives. But that case remains unresolved up to date. We're in 2025. Seeing that you do not know the truth now as family.
We actually do.
You now know the truth.
I won't say we know the in-depth truth, but we had a meeting at the State House, and the representative of the CDF, of the army, and His Excellency the President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, they admitted to their wrongdoing, and that they received wrong information about my dad. But basically, I believe that it was because of his influence with the youth, and mostly in Kampala and Kawempe, because that's like the hub of like the vibrance in the political situation. You've seen what was happening with the Kawempe North re-elections, by-elections. So because of the influence he had with the people, with the youth mostly, they felt like he was a threat or something. And I think also because of his background, being friends with all these guys, the Bobby Wines and everything, it created a lot of misinformation, and also there's also a lot of guys like saying stuff that they don't know about. So they apologized officially to us, the family, and as far as we cannot forget what happened and all the cruelty that happened, and also the pain that was inflicted on us both. Personally, me, it was both physical and emotional, and we cannot forget. But when someone owns up to their mistake, you can forgive. But so I cannot speak for my Leo sisters or my mom, but Yeah, we at least they addressed that. We had a sitting at the State House, and they admitted to their wrongdoing as the forces of the UPDF, and the leader of the country himself also. I wouldn't say begged, but asked for forgiveness, and yeah, as a family, we accepted their apology. Yeah.
Is there anything more that they did?
Yeah, they obviously did. They offered help as far as my sister's education. Me as well. They want me to join to get a higher education level as far as sports is concerned, and also help the family as well.
Is it happening? Are they helping?
Yeah, they are.
So your sisters in school are being paid for by government.
Yeah.
And for you, you're just waiting for you to get the university.
No, actually, I'm lazy. I'm lazy with it because I've been doing a few things, but hopefully next year I can get into school and get higher advancement as far as sports science is concerned.
Yeah. That's a good one. So if you got that one, you can get back to them and say, hey, you promised I have this, because there are courses, degrees. For
but they are not here. So
they are not here. They are not here.
They are not here.
You can hold them on the promise. If you get a course in Barcelona, you go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cannot, but I will, because it's like just waiting for me right now.
How about Zebra Boxing Club and the community? Was there any promise made from State House?
There wasn't actually, but we are working we are currently working on something with Chop Life Gaming. Yeah, and they already pledged to refurbish the gym and fully equip it with maybe a boxing ring and other equipment that a boxing academy requires. And we are waiting on the execution of the pledge, and basically that.
That ring, I say promise because I was there when it was being promised.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that have happened since then? You can tell maybe the viewers the ring, where is it? Because Zebra Boxing Club has been on when Dad was alive. You and Mom have literally carried it on, and now you're at this advanced stage of actually building the whole thing. Chop Gaming, and what exactly do they want to do?
What Chop Gaming is doing is they've been doing a lot of stuff around the continent. They've built a gym in Ghana, and I think one in Cameroon, and one I think in Nigeria. So what they're doing with us, they've already done, and we believe that we have no doubt that the execution will happen. But what they're doing basically is like giving back to the communities. Yeah. And they've been with us ever since the pledge, and they actually financed our way. We had a team of me and Shako Mugambe going to Nigeria, Lagos, for a tournament, the WBC amateur tournament. So they financed that, and we're very grateful for our relationship with them right now.
Just before we leave the dad circumstances, I'm interested to know, on the night that Dad was killed, where were you? How did you receive the news and family?
I was actually the one who found him.
Oh.
Yeah. I was in my room. There was there was basically gunshots from 7
p.m.
Yeah, 7 p.m. There was gunshots, and I was at home, so he went out to watch. I think it was Arsenal versus Brighton, because it was an Arsenal fan. And then he sent, because we have a WhatsApp group for Zebra Boxing Club, he sent a message on the groups telling everyone to get home. And then he also came back home after the game, because now the bullets were the intensity of the bullets was getting mad. So 8, 9, 10, the bullets they just keep flying. So basically everyone is home right now, because it was, you remember, it was the 29th. the 29th,
29th
of December.
Of December, yeah.
So what we thought that was happening was that people were trying to like go out and party. You know how Kampala people are, and because it was still a curfew time, maybe that's what we thought. Yeah, these guys were like trying to like keep people indoors. So we just kept indoors, but these bullets like they kept on flying. And 10, 11, I think the news go on. I go into the living room. He's there watching, and then the president I think was addressing to something. I don't know. And so the last time I see him actually was him watching the president speaking or something
at home.
Yeah, and and then I hear like bullets like close up to our house. So I get out of the room, and then these guys are like just flying into the how do you call it, the perimeter wall. They're just coming in, the mask and everything. So I first closed myself back in, and then until when my mom came in with them, and she was like, "Get out." So that's when I get out, and then they like they thought I was him because I looked like him a lot. So they beat me up, and they didn't beat my mom. And they just kept my sisters in their bedroom. So they was like beating me up, asking me where he was. They actually, the first guy was like, "Hey, this is Zebra." So they like pointed like 7 guns at me. And then one of, I think the commander tells them, "Oh, this is the son, this is not him." So they just started beating me up, asking me where he was. I was like, "I don't know." So they like make me walk, but now I cannot walk properly because I'm just limping. I cannot walk properly, and so basically they take us out of the house. My sisters are still locked in their room. Take us out of the house, and that's when we hear now the gunshots. I think that's when he died.
Was he still in the house?
No, he had already gone because he was in the living room. When they came at the front door, he just went out. He just went out through the back. So when they like came into the house, because my mom is the one who opened the front door for them, she came in after seeing him go. Like when she came, like they just pointed at her and we like opened the door. So basically, so when we hear those gunshots, me and my mama outside, we hear those gunshots, and then these guys be like retreat or something. So they go into their drones. They had like 2 drones. They go into their drones and then they go. So me and my mom are trying to like clean up, us checking on the girls, seeing if they're okay. And obviously there was broken glasses everywhere because these guys were like banging everything. So we tried to recollect everything. I'm trying to record stuff. Because for me, in my head, I was like, maybe these guys have planted something. You get. And then people are like, "Oh, they dropped someone," because people were like, they think they've dropped someone from one of the drones, and it's there. So I go out there to check who it was, because it was dark and all that. So I go out there, and then I see someone like laying in a pool of blood. And so I actually didn't recognize him from his face. I only recognized him from his hands. That's how I knew that it was him. And then I went back home, told my mom, and told my sisters as well. And then before I knew it, the whole of Bwaise was right there. And sadly, I didn't have any time to like mourn. I think I only mourned him after like six months to a whole year. Because right then and there, I think I like a whole lot of responsibility like just took over me, and now I had to like see that, okay, who is here, who is this, who to call, who to do this, how to get an ambulance to get his body to the morgue, and this and that and that. So I had to like help manage with everything, and I had to be strong for my mom. I had to be strong for my sisters, and it was a lot of stuff and that was going on at the moment. I didn't get enough time to process all of it, like I told you, until I think at least 6 months, and that's when I started mourning my dad.
You are 16 at this time.
I was 7. It was actually 9. It was actually just a week after my birthday. I was 17. I just got in 17. So yeah, I started like processing all that, and
The legacy lives on.
yeah, and after that, because it's, like I told you, it was tough. It was tough like that. He was always telling me when I die, I don't want you guys to mourn me, and that's one of the reasons why we created the match that said Zebra Mando forever, and then we created the Zebra Mando Memorial. At first, it was the candlelight sessions, candlelight prayers at the gym, Zebra Boxing Club. But it started getting too big because at first we had around 700 people, and you cannot do candlelights during daytime. Now you remember it's the 29th of December. The next year was 2021. The 29th of December 2021, we had around 700 people walk from the gym around Bwaise to the traffic lights and then head back. So obviously the police were complacent with us, and they understood what we were doing, and nothing, we were always organized. But in the second year, 2022, it got bigger. It got a lot bigger, and we had around, I think, between 1,000 to 1,200 people. And that can get a little bit messy.
Yeah.
So that's when we thought about creating events instead of candlelight sessions. So creating Zebra Mando Memorial events on the same day that he died, because like I told you, was stuff like that. So he told me to make sure that we celebrate him instead of mourning him. So we celebrate him in that accord. I think last year we had the second Zebra Mando Memorial.
Yeah.
And we had the candlelight session during the event itself, because before we had Pastor Wilson Bogembe come in. So before the main event,
Yeah.
I wasn't fighting on the fight, but before the main event, it was a national bantamweight contest. So before the main event, Pastor Wilson Bogembe came in, and we served candles around the whole place, and we had a prayer session for the people who were there, because we were nearing the end of the year, and also for the legend, so for him to continue resting in peace.
Yeah, and strong you are. You pulled off from that and continued the legacy, and you go to represent the country just like he did at the 2022 Commonwealth Games, Birmingham.
That was very surreal, because he was part of the same weight.
Yeah.
Just 20 years later, he was part of the team that went to Manchester,
Yeah.
2002, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I managed to qualify for the team, obviously, and yeah, like I told you, between 2021 and 2022, that was in July, I think June, July. So I started like competing in 2021 September, and I was on the national team by April 2022.
And you were the youngest on the team in the Commonwealth Games. Yeah.
And I was the youngest boxer in the Commonwealth Games. But
yeah.
but like just like I told you, I was determined like that. So between September, me starting, because there was a national team trials, and every boxer was competing in them. So I just stood up and I was like, I don't care what age I am. If I'm to like make history, I need to like get to the elites as soon as possible. So when I asked if I can get to the elites, everyone was like, nah, you still have time, and you can still like, you can make it at the youths, and then you can get to the elites when you're of age. And I was like, no, this is my time. I need to like do this. I've been like training for all these years without competing. So bang, I beat the first person, I beat the second person, third person, and I made it to the semifinals. So when I make it to the semifinals, there was a lot of big guns now, because there was David Semuju. He had just come back from the Africa Championships, and the Olympics as well. And there was Stanley Mugera, and there was a youngster like me as well called Junju Power. So it was 4 of us in the weight class. And then that's when the Champions League was created, and we were the 4 first candidates on the card. So But these guys decided to turn pro, all of them there and then. So it was only me left from the semi-finalists that had made it to the cut. So then there was a selection of the guys that had lost to these three guys, the guys that had lost to them in the quarterfinals. So they brought them in, and we started the Champions League. Now, funny thing is, I lost my first match in the Champions League. I lost my first match because like I told you, it was the first match was 1st of January. My first match in the Champions League was 1st of January, 2022. And I had just organized I had a lot of pressure organizing the candlelight in 2020 and in the 29th. So I didn't have enough time between me doing my exams for the university and organizing the candlelight prayers and then fighting.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on and a lot of training.
And you are still a teenager.
Yeah. So I ended up losing to this John Owino, the UPDF guy. And then I was like, no, I need to lock in. So I locked in, and 2 weeks later they gave me another fight, and I beat the other guy. I beat the other guy, so I had now 1 win and 1 loss, 2 matches played. And then I had a little bit of rest, and then came back to fight in April. And now there was a controversy because it was me and the guy that had beat me, the UPDF guy. We both had the same points, but he had beaten me.
Head to head.
Yeah, he had beaten me head to head, but he had only fought 2 fights. He had fought 2 fights and won both of them. I had fought 3 fights, won 2 and lost 1 to him. So he needed to lose for me to have a chance at the national team. So I come in rooting for the other guy now. This other guy that I had beaten as well already, called Kasuja Richard. So Kasuja comes in, very pumped. I'll be like, I believe in you, bro. Beat this guy and I'm going to give you some money.
Okay, interesting.
So yeah, so Kasuja comes in, and Kasuja now is basically my only chance of getting to the national team.
Yeah.
So first round, it comes in, this guy Kasuja is losing. I was like, no, what am I going to do if I don't make the national team? Because if this guy wins, I don't get a chance to for a box off between me and him. And this was just weeks away from there was a tournament in Tanzania, like a professional tournament. So Kasuja ends up beating this guy badly because it was over 5 rounds. He ends up beating him badly, and Kasuja wins. So now it's 3 matches played, 2 won, 1 lost for both of us. So it was both of us had 6 points, and we had lost 1, won 2 fights. So then now the conversation was coming in. Who do we take? Do we take this 18-year-old, or do we get to take the guy with experience? He's been a former captain some years back. So there was a lot of controversy, but then they were like, let's just let them fight.
Let them show themselves.
Yeah. Whoever wins goes. Basically, literally, you had to pack your bags before you left home, because if you win, you go to camp. If you lose, you go back home.
Okay.
So we get to the Gogo. There's that gym just next to the arena. So we get to it. They call in referees and judges, and it's like an official match. I'm pumped, and now I have my shot now, because Kasuja did the first thing for me. Now I have to fight for myself.
Yeah.
So I come in. At first I thought actually we were going to fight for 3 rounds. So I come in, I go all in, fight, beat this guy up first round, second round, third round. Now I'm gassed out. And then before I know it, the referee is like, oh no, you guys are fighting 5 rounds, not 3 rounds. But now I've used up all my energy. So I come into the 4th round, and this guy is coming in strong, but I'm basically 1 out. So I just concede in that 4th round, and just do very poorly. So he wins that 4th round. But now in the 5th round, I was like, if I die, I die. I need to beat this guy.
Yes.
So I ended up winning the fight, and yeah, because I joined the team because I was actually the only person who had to box up for the spot on the team for the Commonwealth. So I ended up beating him, and then we went to the to Tanzania for Bingwa Mabingwa, and I won. Had my first controversy there. I beat the first guy. The second guy feared because of how badly I beat the first guy. I feared to like come into the ring, and then on the semi-finals, I beat this boy who had just come back from the World Championships. He was on the Tanzanian national team, so he came in, and they were rooting for him. So I beat him, but when I beat him and they raised my hand, I got out. We got out, and I was already in the finals. So they finished raising my hands. Isaac Zebras won. I'm in the finals. I walk out, change everything, and then these guys bring him back in the ring again. And then they're like, oh, there was a mistake. The person who was announced as the winner was the loser, and the loser was announced as the winner.
Okay.
And I was like, what? So they raised this guy's hand that he's going to the finals. And I'm just in the stands, like putting on, like how I'm putting on right now. And I was like, what? So they made him go to the finals just like that.
And that's it.
And that was it. He was in the Tanzania national team. We are in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. What can you do? So that happened. That was my first controversy. And I ended up learning that you don't have to you have to
but at least we made it to Commonwealth. I like that you took matters into your hands, literally, to go there. Before we leave that, there's that trip for the World Men's Boxing Championship, where you were the only representative from Uganda, and there was also a controversy on how you traveled.
Yeah, very much, because the IBH I think I went Commonwealth, then came back, went I went, how do you call it? I went to the Maputo Africa Boxing Championships games, and then went to the UK for a training camp. Then when I returned, I got news from actually my Instagram, because I was following IBA at the moment, that there was gonna be the Men's World Boxing Championships in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and I inquired with the federation, obviously, on whether a team was being sent, because I was part of the team, because I needed to prepare as soon as possible, because I had just returned from camp in December from London, and then when I came back, I didn't want to waste no time, so I was like, okay, are we actually going, so I can properly schedule my training camp. So when they call us for the major training camp, I'm already in shape and all that. So they'd be like, oh, there's no funds and all that. And then I was like, but if I can fund myself to Tashkent, can I go? So they was like, okay, let's get back to you. So they just had the whole team in hopes that maybe if the money comes in, we can go as a team. So weeks go by, the money doesn't come. And then they be like, okay, so this is the kind of money you need. You need to buy air ticket. You need to pay so and so money for accommodation. Visas is this and this and this and this. So basically, I needed around $5,000. Yeah. So, but I had saved us some little money as a Movubuka. So I got my money, and it was not too much. I think I had 2.5K. 2.5K on my bank account. So I started with that, and then I ended up going to some of my, I would say, I call them elders, and then they started helping me out. This one giving me this. So before I know it, I was at 80% of the money, and I was like, okay. So I booked the air ticket early, because when you get closer, the prices get high. Yeah. So I booked the air ticket early. So I was like, now that I booked the air ticket, I'm going. If I die, I die. I'm going. So now I'm training and looking for money to go to get to the tournament. So things go by. I finish the whole money I need on the same day I'm traveling. That's when I got the last money I needed. think it was like 1 million, the one I needed. So I got it the last day before traveling. I fly to Dubai, but now I'm on a budget because I had, like I have
And you are
exact
representing
money.
the country.
Yeah, I have exact money. If I waste any money,
Yeah.
it's
You're done.
It's done for me. I'll get locked up in the hotel or something. So I get to Dubai. Hopefully, luckily, I get in touch with these guys from Nepal. There was a team from Nepal, and I get to meet their coach. He's called Sujit, and we end up connecting like very very much. And he was like, "Hey, where's your team?" And I was like, "I'm alone."
I'm the team.
Yeah, I'm the team. I'm Team Uganda. And then he's like, okay, cool. We can help you out, and we can see like that you are catered for as far as the coaches and everything. So luckily, also we get to the same hotel. So I trained together with Nepal, and I end up beating the first guy from Greece. And the second guy who had also fought Shadil Musa in the Olympics. I get to meet with him. It's called SK Khan something. I get to meet with him, and it was a very close fight because I won the first round. The second round, I think I got a point deduction, which I didn't know where it came from, but I got a point deduction for some reason. And then in the third round, I thought I won the round, but they ended up giving it to him. So I lost at the quarterfinals, and thing is about that tournament is I think it was around 14-15 days, and I got to get a lot of training after actually dropping out of the tournament. I got a lot of training because I got to spar people from Russia, I got to spar people from Uzbekistan, from Japan, from everywhere, and also get coaches to show me how to add on to my skill and add on to my training resume and everything. So I learned a lot from the tournament, and I'm very grateful that I did what I did.
Powerful stories from you, Zebra. Of course, you also shared how the community in Bwaise, you've helped working with security as well to try and fight crime, but also largely you coming off as a youth ambassador through boxing and carrying on the legacy. There's something great that you shared with me a few weeks ago, something that you're very proud of. And I'm equally proud and happy for you. Tell me about the Kampala Fight Nights.
The Kampala Fight Nights are actually something, because our goal with Zebra Boxing Club, is to give direction, nurture, and instill discipline. And but with all this, you need to also now put up the platform for these people to elevate from. Obviously, we have a lot of structures at the amateur level, where we have the novices, get to the intermediates, and then the national opens, where someone gets a chance to get to the national team. But now at the professional level, and there's been a lot of inactivity as far as events happening. You find that most promoters are only able to organize maybe 3, and those are the ones that are really doing well, or at most 5 shows in a year. And if you have 20 bouts, that means you have only accommodating only maybe 100 boxers, and most times these will be repeat people. So we only accommodate only a few number of boxers, and we have a lot of boxers in the country right now. So we came up with this monthly boxing fight night, which will originally be based in Kampala, and we are looking also to collaborate with people from Nairobi and people from Tanzania to see that we get to spread more wings and enter into the region, maybe even drop down to Kigali. So these monthly fight nights will offer a chance to all the professional boxers to show their skill, to develop their profiles as professional boxers. So that maybe in 1 to 3 years, we can see that managers and promoters from the US, from the UK, all over Europe, Australia can come and scout these boxers because of what they're doing here, and take them in as proper athletes, and give them big contracts. I want Isaac Zebra tomorrow to be signed for $1 million, and it's possible because when we build my profile to maybe 15 or 20 and and I have a WBC Africa belt and I have a ABU belt and have all this. When this guy comes in and looks at my resume, looks at my social media and how I'm doing and how I'm doing professionally as a boxer, they will get interested with me and we will get to the drawing board and we'll see how to like sign me. And this is why we see footballers doing this. We see that footballers have agents and have managers that help them, but because they have like a track record that he's been at KCCA, he has been at Bwaise, he's been at this. So we need to like create that track record for the boxers. And this Kampala Fight Nights is the answer, is the solution that's going to help us take professional boxing to the world, Uganda.
Thank you so much. And maybe for those who may not know,
Yeah.
You've already had your fasts. It's happening every first week of the month.
Yeah, we need to do a little bit of more preparation.
Okay.
Because we realize that holding stadium shows can be a little bit fragile as far as organizing, because sometimes it might rain, and also our boxing fans have like their drinks, and at the stadium, unluckily they
limit.
Yeah, they had drinks, beers, and whiskey, and all these gins were not allowed. So we're trying to look for a place that can accommodate our people so that they can enjoy their time watching the sport and also having a good time as well, because we want to also create a correlation between the party and our boxing sport, because we know that Kampala people love to party, and if you just bring anything to the party, they will come in.
I'm really happy and excited about that venture that you've started. Wishing you all the best. I mean, just 21 years, you're starting Kampala Fight Nights, you're doing community work with Zebra.
But you see, you should remember that all of this is coming because of the tough guy that made me go.
Tough guy, Zebra.
That made me go to campus to study about sports management. Otherwise, I would be a IT geek, like in some offices somewhere.
And 5 professional boxers, all wins 5-0. But still, there is that something called the Olympics.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm obviously thinking about it. I think I will be around 23 or 24 in the next Olympics, which is 2028.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about it. I will not fight at the same weight class. I'll definitely be bigger, because ever since the Commonwealth Games, actually, I've grown, I think, 4 centimeters taller. So also my body is starting to get a lot bigger, because before I was coming from like 77. Now I get as big as like 85. So it's getting harder for me to make 70 kilograms as fighting weight. So I might end up maybe fighting at light heavy in the Olympics if I decide to like go for it. But if I decide to go for it, this will be my last Olympic run, and I will make sure that I become an Olympian. Yeah.
You're awesome, Isaac. Now, we have some very interesting tradition, which I'll come back to you later. For our viewers following us on all social media handles, on YouTube, just please never watch and forget to subscribe, because that's the best way you will support this show, continue bringing you the very best in terms of quality, production, and the guests. So when you are subscribing, you are literally supporting this show grow bigger and better. So, Isaac, we have a very good tradition on this show, and that tradition gets you thinking. It's called pass the torch. Yeah. So pass the torch is you, the guest here, giving advice or wisdom, whatever you want, to the next guest. What do you tell them? But before that,
I need to get.
You want to know who the previous guest told you?
Yeah.
The previous guest asked me to tell our guest now,
me,
who is you, that live an intentional life. Ask yourself, who am I? Why am I here? There's a reason I'm here. Yeah. So be intentional about the life you live after knowing who you are. So that's the advice. You need to be intentional I think you know yourself.
Yeah.
So that's the advice from our guest previously.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like to thank them. I don't know who they are, but I like to thank them. That's actually some good advice. I don't know if what I'm gonna give is something that's
so what do you
that's
give?
as good as
You just give
as theirs.
advice to someone who's coming on next.
Yeah. So basically, I'll just tell them to do the tough thing right now. Yeah, and think of the doing the easier thing tomorrow. But let them do the tough thing right now, because you need to face life head on. And if you're easy on yourself, you will not be able to survive, because this world, it can eat you up if you're not strong. So you do the tough thing right now so that you can equip yourself for what's coming, because you never know what's coming tomorrow. You never know what's coming in the next hour. So if you're tough enough and if you toughen yourself already, and when you get to any adversity, you're already strong enough. Like I told you, I wore the responsibility when my dad died, but this is because I had gone through. I'll show you one day the videos. I had gone through a lot of toughness already, through the training that we do. This is the guy who used to knock me out, not flat out, but he used to with body shots, and I'd be like, okay, I cannot go no more. And he's like, you can still go. It's just up to you to accept that, and wear that jacket, that strong jacket, to be yeah, I can still fight on. So you need to do the tough thing right now, so that tomorrow, when tough times come, you're ready for it. You're ready for it, yeah.
Zebra.
Yeah.
You inspire me. At your age, I was at university.
Yeah.
Reading, and I wasn't reading to box. I was reading at least to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that at that age, 21, the things you're doing, the things you're about to do, I'm really proud of you. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming to the game.
Yeah. Just a snippet of also the tough things my dad used to do. Yeah. He made me skip 3 classes.
Okay.
Yeah, it made me skip 3 classes, and he was making me study during the holidays. Just that, because he was saying kids are in the UK at 21 and they're already working and they have degrees already. I was like, if they can do it, then my son can do it as well. So
how many classes did
he made me do P1, P2 in the same year, and then P4, P5 in the same year as well.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was crazy like that. It was
but
tough, but it was tough for me because I wasn't playing with my fellow kids.
It also shows
and also when I got to the higher classes, I was like the smallest kid in there, so everyone wanted to bully me, but because of his name they couldn't, because they knew that there was trouble. But yeah, it was tough like that, and ended up just owning up to the toughness and wearing that jacket like I told you.
And you didn't disappoint him when you skipped the classes, did you?
I didn't actually. I was actually the first person. I was the leading person in my P7. I was the only one with the first grade. And then I got stubborn in my O levels, because now I was adolescent and everything. But yeah, I ended up doing it proper, and then I passed through. I think I did pretty good. Yeah.
Thank you so much for bringing back that backstory.
Yeah, thank you.
We had missed it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again for coming to the Game of Life.
Thank you for hosting.
And please, let's continue playing it.
Obviously. And thank you to the team that's here, and the producer, the cameraman, everyone. Thank you to Andrew, my host, and thank you to the guest, Isaac Zebra.
I love
it's nice being here, man.
Thank you so much, bro. All the best.
All right.
Cheers.
All right. Subscribe.
Follow us, like us on all social media handles, but also press that subscription button on YouTube.